Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Lowe's knows how to help make your home holiday ready for less. Get Select Style Selections vinyl flooring for just $1.99 per square foot and have it installed before the festivities begin. Our team can help you every step of the way. See a Lowe's Red Vest associate or visit Lowe's.com/holiday install to get started. Lowe's, we help, you save. Basic install only. Date restrictions apply. Subject to availability. Installed by independent contractors. See associate for details. Contiguous U.S. only.
Do you know what your partner's up to when you're away and they're all alone?
No, what?
They're listening to the Screw podcast, of course.
What's that?
Sit back, relax, and listen.
Sneaking in the back door with daddy might sing. So your mother was to know what all the stains on the jeans of your gas.
And we need the intro thing.
Oh, yes. Okay, sure. Just tell me when. Oh. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Screw podcast with Felicia, Rose, and A-Love. Hi, A-Love. How are you doing today?
Good. I don't know. It sounds like you're wearing a retainer, but like there isn't one in your mouth.
I've had so much jaw pain recently. I probably should be wearing a fucking retainer. To be entirely honest. But yeah, I don't want to whine about shit. So yeah, my jaw hurt for 2 weeks. Can't suck dick. Fucking dumb. It costs a lot of money to get the treatment, and I'm not getting it because I don't have a lot of money. But onto something more important. I can't even write out the gate. I just have to talk about this.
Okay.
I made a creepy clown porn the other day.
I was wondering what all those weird teasers were online. I'm like, it's not even Halloween yet.
So my co-star, Greek Greg, we went to the dollar store and we grabbed a creepy clown mask that would look cool in like the lighting that we have there. And he happened to let me know that he used to be a clown for a living. This motherfucker comes with a voice, like can do balloon animals. I'm like, oh my God, we're utilizing this. So we went with, we named him Pootso the clown, and Pootso in Greek means cock. It's like dick. It's like a dirty, it's like a slang term for cock, you know? It's like cock.
Okay.
And like we did this like sequence where like I'm in a nightmare and I like turn the corner and I'm like, Pootso, what are you doing here? He's like, this is your nightmare, bitch, with his like cock out. And then all of a sudden, Pootso was putting me in all these positions and fucking the shit out of me until he gives me a clown cream pie, which is obviously appropriate. So it was really hot, and I'm really excited to edit it and release it. And I hope a lot of people buy it because, to be honest with you, it's like probably one of my favorite things I've ever filmed. So, yeah.
So, I mean, okay. Yeah.
It's like a good way to like get into like horror movie season, you know? Little creepy clown.
That's what it sounds like. It's like in the spirit of like pretty much the only holiday you celebrate. So.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, I think it is the only holiday you celebrate, right?
Besides my birth, but yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the best holiday out of all.
I do watch horror movies on like Christmas horror movies on Christmas, but yeah, it's like my celebration.
Yeah. Wow. So, okay. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm always curious about people who can like ejaculate dressed like a clown, but you know, it adds a whole new dynamic. I mean, that like, look, I mean, I don't judge. I've been fucked by dudes in demon masks and in various like iterations of like costuming. Never a clown. I think I do have like my mom, like, because she was like that crazy Stephen King fan, like seriously creeped me out about like the killer clown under, you know, whatever from It, I guess.
Penny,
You know,
yes.
is what, yeah, exactly. And like, I tried to watch the movie, but it's scary and it's the teeth. It really isn't so much the makeup. It's the makeup with the like weird, scary teeth that like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Of
creepy.
course. Well, because it plays on something that you are used to being a symbol of happiness, of smile, and it's like,
Yeah.
nope. Big eyes, big teeth. It's fucking awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it was hot. He did like a cool, creepy voice, like as if he was like a clown that smoked 7 packs a day. It was nice. I liked it. I
Okay.
actually,
I
I
need a
enjoyed
clip.
it.
I need a clip of this. My problem
for
is
sure.
like we fall asleep to Modern Family all the time, so it's always like Cam as Fizbo in my head, which like I can't imagine being that hot, but I get like creepy clown being hot. So I'm gonna need to see something to replace my like current image of like Cam from Modern Family fucking your.
I'm gonna send you a hot photo,
Oh my
and I
God.
think you're going to appreciate just like the art of it. Do you want it with tits or without? Oh fuck, you're getting it with tits, obviously. Why would I ask that? That's just a stupid question.
Yeah, really, seriously.
You've jizzed on me before.
I'll take mine with some sugar, please. Okay. Sugar tits.
But I wanted to show one of his friends this, and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't
Just do that.
put my nipples in it. I don't know. I don't know what's the line anymore. I just don't know. Here, send you this photo. It's so cool. But like, I played it off like I was like a little scared, but also turned on. Like, oh, what are you doing to my pussy, Puzzo?
Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, that is super. Like, yeah, oh, wow.
Right? Like it's like creepy at the same time.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love
like the lighting. We put up like some tinsel, like with weird clan colors in the back.
It's so good. Oh my God. You guys are gonna get addicted to this shit. You better be careful.
He already is. I'd be like, I need to go to bed. And he's like, can we please film or go live? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. What did I created a fucking monster. A monster. So that's enough. No, but I like it because guess what? When I'm not motivated, the other person is. And it's like, that's great. You can't get any better than somebody that wants to like get you off your ass to do the work that you don't feel like doing because you've been doing it for 10 fucking years, like it's nice. So
Work. Like, they have that kind of motivation in offices. America would run so much more smoothly.
true. Yeah. Like let's all fuck together. Oh, right. No, that's not the point of offices. I forgot. That's why I left.
Oh, whatever. We don't have any.
Well, I made it the point of what the offices I worked in. Let's be for fucking real.
Yeah. I mean, I think we both did. Our times in working in New York offices were basically like going to like a brothel that you didn't have to pay for.
I was like, let's see how many men in suits I can get my cum crusted onto the outside of their pants,
Right. Cool. Cubicle number 4, it's your turn. Meet me in the stock room. Wink,
Did I ever tell this story about the time I had sex on the floor of somebody's cubicle?
No. Oh my God.
I feel like I was really nervous to admit these things when I was closer to have worked there, but now that I'm so far away, I don't care at all. Yeah, no, one night, late night, like there was like 3 or 4 of us that always worked super late because like there was nobody to get the work done, right? So a couple of us would work late and we would smoke blunts and like fuck off but we'd be working, right? Like,
Right.
It's like if I can focus better with a blunt, fuck you. So anyways, mind you, it's an office, but so we one night me and this dude that wanted to fuck me that I didn't really feel like fucking, but I was like in that horny, just whatever. I just need to be stuffed all the time, like kind of mindset.
Yeah.
So he and I waited for the last person, who's normally the last person, I should say, to leave.
Oh.
And like we walked down with him and I was like, oh, I left something. And then, yeah, whatever. We played that. And then we fucked right there on the floor outside of his cubicle.
Wow.
And yeah, And I have no clue if there's cameras, but if there were, they go to show. So
My God. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, I mean, I certainly, like, I got, like, my cock felt up in the cubicle a couple of times,
did you ever like put somebody under your desk and like
no, at my home office, but yeah, no.
hell yeah.
The thing is like, and maybe this is like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that is like always a thing with cruising, that there's like an element like a like fear of getting caught is part of the excitement. But I don't think I've ever been that way. I just like to fuck outside. Like, I'm hippy dippy like that. Like, but so I think that has like definitely like deterred me from like certain things and like office settings. Although I did get a blowjob on the roof of the McDonald's I worked at many years ago. Which was kind of, like, amazing, I have to say, like, I mean, yeah, the good old days at Mickey D's, like, that was a fuck factory
Yeah,
for
Mickey
sure.
D's nuts, baby.
I think I think between McDonald's and New York offices, those were, like, in my years of work, were, like, the most productive for my penis,
Hell
most
yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. That last office I worked at, it was Snail Trail City. And,
Right.
I'm pretty sure the owners knew about it, but they were like, well, she's keeping up the group morale. So what are we going to do? And she's really good at her job. Like, I was so good at my job. It was
Yeah.
sad. I was so much smarter, so much quicker, so much wiser about so many aspects of my job. And this was all self-taught shit. Like, I just knew. I'm not fucking stupid. I could put two and two together and figure out a business model or plan for something. So like they were like, well, this girl is young. We don't even have to pay her a lot because it's not like she has a ton of experience. We can keep it around 100K without like normally somebody with my knowledge would be like a 250K higher, but I was fucking young. So they were like, yeah, we can fuck her over. And also she'll suck off all of our employees. Win, 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 win. And all the girls would send me nudes and be like, is this hot? Should I send this to my man? I'm like, I don't know. Send me another one. I don't know. I think I should taste that nipple before I tell you what to do with the photo.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, you really are a pig. I think that's why we've always really gotten along.
I like how I can still to this day, it's almost been 20 fucking years of friendship. And I can still to this day make you go, wow, you are a pig. In fact, I think that needs to be the name of this episode.
Wow, you are a pig. Yes. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah.
Wow, you really are a pig, Felicia. After
Wow.
20 years of knowing you,
Yeah.
I still am surprised by the way that you are a whore. I love that.
I think I love that because like I don't have like enough piggy friends. You would think being like a queer man, but like queer men these days are so embroiled in like don't ask, don't tell like conversation. Like they'll like take two fists, but be like, oh, we just jerked off together. Like bullshit you did. Oh, you're walking funny today. I need to know why. How big was the dildo? Like, I mean, because I go online and I see people sitting on things that like make traffic cones look like starter fucking plugs. I was like, what the fuck? We used to go, like when you were like go on like Yahoo chat and wait like 25 minutes for a like picture to download and it was some guy trying to ride a traffic cone and you were like, oh my goodness. Now it's like, that's nothing.
That's an heresizer.
I know. It's like, like sledgehammers up their ass and shit. So it's interesting, and like
Weird for sure. Definitely interesting.
interesting. Well, so like it's like the crazy thing, right? Like, and I know there's a bunch of these like dirty old fucking queer daddies who'd be like, oh, listen to this bitch about to complain about being on a college campus with a bunch of like hot twinks. It is definitely not all it's cracked up to be. First of all, twinks like sit somewhere in this space of like, I've got 20 minutes before my roommate comes home. I want to like do this like really fast and get back to pretending to like do my homework, which I'm so do you at 3 a.m. There's like this like they're too busy for like connection. Fine, whatever, get it out of your system now, so to speak. But like it really is like not entertaining most of the time. Like if anything is like, I had this like twink hit me up on one of these apps, and it was like, are you a student or are you a professor?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm a graduate student, and they're like, a professor would have been hotter. I'm just like, am I supposed to like lie? Like I don't find like this like age different college thing like that entertaining, because like I go to some classes, maybe not with like my, people in my program are a little bit older, and a lot of them are already like doctors or nurses or like already healthcare professionals. So it does kind of change like the energy. But like I go to the gym at campus, like I see these kids all the time. I don't mean to be diminutive, but comparatively, yes.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's okay. Yeah. I think if your brain isn't fully formed yet, kid is, you don't mean it in like a rude way. It's just like,
And
I see them as youngsters.
I'm very clear. There's no illusion on my profiles or whatever that I'm not the age that I am. So like I sent you the messages that I get, which are like, pick, come fuck now. They want to like uninstall in like 5 seconds. And like many of them will be like, oh, send a pic, and they don't have a pic. And like they want you to send first. And I'm always like, block. Because it's like, what kind of like, you don't have a picture, you want something, but you're willing to do nothing to get it. Is that like, is that the description where we're at in the world?
I will say this. I think that there needs to be better etiquette in general. But when you are on, I'm defending it, or not defending it. I'm
Fair enough.
playing devil's advocate here.
Okay.
You're on an app that is definitely not a dating app. This is a hookup app, right?
Yeah.
Like we've all established that there are other apps if you feel like trying to date. Can you possibly find somebody to date on Grindr? Of course, it's happened plenty of times, but it usually starts as a hookup. For me, if you're navigating things in the hookup world, I think it still sounds fucking ridiculously rude. Because I'm an old, like we do pleasantries in my world, right? Like that's why the Gen Z population sometimes confuses me, because you'll say, hi, how are you today? And they look at you like you have 22 head, that whole thing. Like there's a pleasantry that I expect when people, even if it's just, hey, how's it going, Felicia? I need this from you, right? Please don't say send tits and vagine, it's fucking stupid. But on an app where it's literally you are going on there to create and live out your own fetishes, paraphilias, and fantasies, honestly, if that's how you roll and you just want like very, very quick anonymous, I want to know that I can just go, give me your dick, then fine.
Yeah.
Act like that. And then that way I can block you because you don't work with what I'm looking for, right? So in a way, it's almost like, well, that's the kind of person you probably don't want to hook up with anyways, because it's not going to be the same experience that you're looking for. So you may as well see it ahead of time so that you're not like going into something thinking the person has more etiquette than they do,
So I guess I get caught up in the thing, and it's probably like, I don't think insecurity is the word, because it like defeats the purpose of what I'm going to say. But I do think that there's like a perception that like, because I'm older and I'm on there and that like some young thing is hitting me up.
Oh,
yeah. I'm going to like degrade myself to like do whatever you want because I'm so desperate.
That's just
like
that's
20-year-old
a male thing, unfortunately. Like I have guys that will hit me up and be like, I have tons of money for you, but I need you to do this thing that you're not gonna want to do. And I'm like, I'm all set with that. And they're like, and then they shame me because I'm supposed to need their money because I'm poor. It's the same idea. It's like, oh, you're older, so you must want me. Oh, you're poor, you must need me. Oh, you're this, you might. It's like, just because I'm fat doesn't mean I don't have standards, or just because I'm poor doesn't mean I don't have like, go fuck yourself.
Exactly. And it's so funny because it feels like a weird assumption because I never hit any of these people up, like it's
Sure.
like
Right. It's not like you messaging them and that's
because honestly,
like, oh,
like at this point in my life, under 30 isn't really like a target audience for me because like, you may be a pretty thing or whatever, but like, eh, I know what most of you are actually like in bed,
I'll say this, under 30, when in the millennial generation was hot as fuck. 20, was everybody? No, but I'm just saying, like, there was way more sexuality, there was way more experimentation, like, there was just a lot more. It was different. Under 30 millennial generation was way different than the under 30 Gen Z generation. Gen Z generation is giving, I've never touched a human before, or I've never had like a nice conversation sometimes. And it's like, that's, I don't know. That's just a little depressing to me. I don't know. I can't do it. It's not, it does nothing for me, honestly.
Right. And then like, I think like the bummer comes in somewhere where you're like, oh, for this behavior to be going on, it feels like somebody must be endorsing it. So like then I feel like bad for like whatever twink chasers in my age group are like actually letting them get away with this. Because you know how I always am. If nobody was responding to this, y'all would change your tactics.
That's true. That's a good
But
point.
it happens at such a number, I feel like you're getting some validation for like these behaviors. Like people my age are sending you a pic when you just go pick question mark, and not.
Well, because there are people that do have that that mindset of, oh, they're young. I whatever they want, I need to,
And I don't mean to make it sound like it's way different than it was in the past.
Sure.
It's not. It's not. But like in the past, I always felt like I was one of the twinks who wasn't engaging in these bad behaviors, that like, were happening. Or like I wasn't one of those daddies.
I still think a lot of that wouldn't have like, that wouldn't have gone over well. Because like back then,
because we weren't yet trained into this like anonymous indifference is like what I kind of call it.
And there was, people were not as socially inept. Like that just was not, it would,
no, that's fair.
I'll say this, the people that, including in my world, the people that are like, hey, send tit pics, or hey, dick pic, or whatever, face pic now, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I used to get maybe 1 out of 10 men would act like that. Now it's like at least 3 or 4 out of 10. So you're right. I think there's a generational social ineptitude, and also people are allowing that to be responded to. To me, I do not respond. Like, even if you are a subscriber, you do not speak to me in fucking caveman one word. Like, no, give me a sentence. Hey, Felicia, how are you? I was wondering if I could see your tits at this current state, because I really like immediate photos. Just to, okay. Yeah. If I can, I will. If I can't, I won't. Like, you don't have to be a douche about it though. Like, give me a backstory as to why we're doing it like that. Like, I really like it when I just demand a photo and get it. Could you play that out with me? Of course, for money. No problem.
I like,
but I don't know. To like just be like, nah, this is how I act is like, ew, gross.
I get that request for feet pics a lot, which like to me are always like kind of super inconvenient on some level, because like, I can like run into the urinal and snap like a quick pic of my cock. But like I can't like take my shoes and socks off like really in any public condition. Like sure, it's, when you say it, send it, it's like you should hit me up when like I'm about to go to bed. 'Cause,
That's the
like,
thing is, I find the foot fetish often comes with an immediate gratification thing because you can see toes outside in sandals and things like that. And then also because they're fetishizing literally only one body part. They don't care about the rest of you. They don't see you as a person as many times as people who are sexualizing maybe your ass or something more personal or does that make sense?
That's
It's like the
that is
furthest
an
thing from
interesting
your head.
yeah.
So, of course, they can disconnect you as a human because it's all the way down on the floor, it's like,
Yeah.
go to therapy.
It's fun. Yeah, it's funny you should say that. People who are like into like fetishes that don't necessarily require like
The
um
rest of you?
I mean, I guess, right? Because like I'm thinking about this with like piss fetishes too and other fetishes. Those people never ask me for like a face pic. Like
Sure.
it's just they're just like, will you come piss on me? And it's like,
Sure.
wow, you just don't. That's what you're after right now. Like you don't care what is attached to the piss stream. You just want the piss
You just
stream.
wanna be degraded, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I've always had like, because you know me, I like lots of fetishes. Like and but I do like the idea of them being attached to a person that also likes that fetish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because
Well,
that's the hotter
baby
part.
boy,
Mm,
you're comparing yourself to unhealed people. You have to remember that
yeah.
listen, not everybody nobody is 100% healed, but you are on a journey of healing and you have been since you needed to
100%.
be. You've always been in some form of therapy, in some form of mental health care in a
Right.
positive way and making the most of it. So, like,
Yeah.
of course, you're going to see a person in a holistic way and not just detach their body parts as needed because
Yeah.
you are healed. And I'm not saying that you can't entertain your fetishes
Yeah.
without, like you can't possibly like be healed and be into feet. No, no, no. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But when you don't really care about anything aside from the thing, there's obviously some kind of hyper focus on it. And that hyper focus is taking away from probably your relationship with humans in general, and there may need to be some healing
Yeah.
done just in general. And I'm not saying about the fetish, I'm just saying there's something there that's disconnecting you from wanting to have like a whole person, and therefore, it's easier to
Yeah.
kind of get swept up in the obsession of it, if that makes any
No, for
sense.
sure. For sure. I mean, it's kind of like, it's why, like, and I get this. I totally get this. Like the idea that like understall action or whatever these things, but these things are like glorified masturbation on some level, right? Like
Mhm.
you like put a like and like look, maybe I like when I see like a liver spotted wrinkled hand like come under to reach for my dick, no offense. I don't mean this ageistly. I don't want a handy from an 80-year-old. I just don't. Maybe
It's okay.
hopefully I will when I'm 80 for sure. But, like, right now.
It's okay to have an age preference.
Yay, none you. So, like, it's like to me, it's like I've never been a fan of like sticking your hand in something to like try to guess what it is. I don't like any of that. I'm good. I want to know. Don't give me a prize and tell me to close my eyes and figure out what hope you
See,
got.
I like that kind of stuff. Like, blindfold me and have 5 dudes line up and fuck me and never tell me who they are. That's happened to me before. I love that. Like, I masturbate to that idea or, like, I'm sorry, that memory often because it was hot, you
Mm,
know? And I'll never know who they were. I'll never get their
right.
names. I'll never know their faces, and it
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
But, I get it.
Maybe I could like yeah. I guess it's just like yeah, I
Everything
want
is
to
just
know.
specific to the situation, I feel like, because
Yeah.
I feel like you could sexualize anything. It's just in the right, like, time, place, mindset, mood. Yeah.
It has to be alive and have like a voice and
Sure.
like
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
like a story. Like I think that's just for me. Like the flesh is like not detachable from like the essence of the
So you wanna,
flesh.
like, talk to the stripper, you don't just want a handy from the stripper. I get it.
It depends. Sometimes knowing more about the stripper really puts like a decline on enjoying the stripper, like
Yes.
I used to like, there are these friends like over the years that I've like jerked off watching porn with and whatever, just like a bro thing, not in like a like, oh, we're frat boys, but just like whatever, like we're bored and like hungover, let's throw on a porn and like jerk off. But like I always end up getting like fucking kicked out, so to speak, for being like, so I mean, can you imagine what this like twink's life must to be taking it like totally like wrecking his asshole at 23. Like made
You're like, fucking Aaron, shut up.
And look, I'm sure there's plenty of sadistic people out there that say, hey, tell me more. How fucked up do you think that twig actually is? Because most what they hate is when I'm like, that person's on lots of drugs. I mean,
Yeah.
you you can know. But yeah, so twinks do better. No, look, because here's the hypocrisy or the whatever the going on right now. There's all this daddy fever, right? You've seen the accounts, like all the twins are like, oh, they're all like not bashful about like wanting daddy loving right now. Okay, cool, but like we got to figure this out. Like there needs to be some way that like we can meet in the middle in terms of respect, where like I just don't completely objectify you as like, a twink sandwich, and you don't like fetishize me as like a daddy sandwich, and we just kind of figure out.
I always say, or not say, but I always try to enact the policy of it's okay if your fetish is completely like demoralizing and terrible or whatever it is. But
Yeah,
we need a off the clock convo, if that makes sense.
exactly.
I have a customer that likes to call me a fat, piggy, little slut, whore, bitch. I deserve to whatever. Okay. This is a one on, this is not, I can't do this on like a regular website, but he's been a customer of mine for a long time. And he really likes to go in on the degrading terminology.
Got
And
you.
before we get into any kind of talk or conversation, it's always, what level are you at? Are you okay with being called word stay? Or is anything off the table? How are you doing mentally? Ga, 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 ga. He
Okay.
actually gives a flying shit. And then there are days where I'm like, actually, no, I don't want to be called a fat whore today. I actually only am cool with being a little slut piggy, whatever. Either way, he always kind of checks in on me because, again, you can explore the fetish, but can you please make me a human in between, like before and
Yeah,
after?
totally
Like
get it.
there needs to be a, pre-care and aftercare. There needs to be something
Totally get it.
so that, whereas I've had customers in the past that didn't understand that line, and then later on after like a sexting session, like a year later would text me and be like, hey, you little fucking whore. Nope, you're not my customer anymore. I am
Yeah.
not your fucking whore until I'm on the goddamn clock. That's
Yeah.
it. And if
Yeah.
you want to talk to me like that, then we need to have set up some kind of guidelines ahead of time. And you need to be like, I need to be on your payroll,
Yeah.
like the whole thing. Like,
Right.
no. So there is, to me, it sounds like a similar situation where it's like there needs to be a level of like, hey, I'm really into this. I really like this and done this way. Are you
Right.
cool with it? Can
Right.
we do it? Can
Oh.
I text you, hey daddy, how's your, whatever.
Yeah.
Once you get the consent and you get the green flag, then go all
Yeah.
in on that shit. Have
Yeah.
fun. It's just a
Totally.
matter of like, why are we disrespecting people before we even know that they're into that? So like,
Yeah,
hello.
like my golden rule with certain things is like the word faggot, for instance. You don't get to use it in bed unless I use it first. Like
There you go.
referring to myself, because like it is about the energy. Like maybe it's like, hey, and like for me it's more of a celebration of like loving dick, than like, demeaning me because I love dick. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
and like daddy, I don't care anymore about like them coming off with that right away, but it is like, but the ones that do that are already the ones you can tell are going to be sweet when they're like, hi daddy. Like I'll never be like, I didn't tell it, just because like you know that they're like
They're using it as like a term of respect, almost like ma'am or sir.
they look at your profile and like see your age, and you look at theirs and you're like, oh, she's 23. Okay. I don't know why that's like the mean right now. Sorry for statistics. I'm swimming in it right now. But like the mean is like 23, that are like, from at least my age group, I guess. I feel like
Now give us the median and the mode. Kidding. Okay, but that those words mean anymore.
I won't tell you. Because unfortunately right now I do know. And like that's like information for you. Like it's like I was thinking the other day how much, we learn things in life, and like some of it you store and some of it goes right out the door, right? It's really
For sure.
and I think, did you take you took some sort of math in college, right?
I had to go to Assumption to take their night course, their math night course that was literally for people that don't know how to do math. They were like, this is for the dumb people. Go. I went to another school to fucking, yeah, that's how. Meanwhile, hold on. I got a scholarship for my math MCAS, or no, I'm sorry, my math SAT scores. So I don't understand how I went from fucking super smart with math enough to get a scholarship to super dumb. Like, I don't understand how that happened, but it happened.
I mean,
I don't know anything.
And that's kind of how I like every time I have to re-engage in something that's math related, it's like you realize, okay, I remember the math that I use in everyday life, right? Like, there's like a certain portion of it, like figuring out a percentage of something or whatever, you're like, oh, I always remember it's times 100 to get a percentage, right? Like, it's just, that's an easy part. But like now I'm in like sitting in this world where the explanation of how to do like one thing is like 2 paragraphs long.
Yeah, you sent me like one. I was like, ew, like that's disgusting. Gross.
One of my friend in California, she goes, I'm gonna have nightmares now. Like, and my mom was like, that's the last thing I wanted to see on my way to bed. And it's just like torturing, like, because I feel tortured by it, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
just spread it around a little bit.
yeah, spread it around. Which is, I guess, like, why I find myself engaging in conversations on apps with like twinks right now, because like the classes that I'm in are like hurting my brain so much that you're like, hey, I just need something light and fluffy.
Yeah.
But it turns out those souffles aren't ready to be taken out of the oven just yet. So
Yeah, that's true. Hey, light and fluffy, get some good clown porn. I feel like that's pretty light and fluffy.
fun. So yeah, I have to say, not to like go back, but damn, like it's pretty hot what you said. Like, I mean, like it's it reminds me of a few things. So I guess it feels like super professional to me. Like it just looks very like, wow, this is what my BFF does for a living. Right. And maybe when I was younger, like that was like a dream of mine. I'm not sure. I think like when when we were younger and you talked about being a porn star, I was like, oh, everybody wants to be a porn star or whatever. And then like, and now you're a porn star, it's beautiful.
Aw. Yeah, I do porn. It's cool. I like it.
It's funny because I like try to explain our relationship to my therapist, and it's like kind of like, so there's this person I've known for a long time. We went to college together, and it's like she's my business partner, but she's also a porn star.
Wait, what about the best friend part? Jesus Christ.
No, that
Bit demoted.
well, that's where the explanation comes in because like.
You're like, she has filmed me fisting someone, move.
Oh, wow. No, I didn't share that yet. Like I have to go through like the good stories, like stealing my car and driving to Baltimore, and like, you're gonna get that
sure,
the early stuff, But it's funny because I got like emotional at one point because like, I was talking about like my first like trans friend that I ever met, Nikki, and like,
Oh, right. Yeah.
how I learned like a lot from, and like there was a fierceness component between all like the trans girls and lesbians that I met because like they had to be fierce and like you kind of get that like fuck off fierceness and that's such like the like such a major contribution to the community. And it was like I just like it was emotional because you see so much like erasure going on right now, and like I had to like pull it together. There's a lot of shit going on and like a lot of shit that I need to do and like focus on. It's such a weird time. Hence again, like the twink conversations. These are things like I don't like normally indulge, but even I have like I need to tap out from like the intensity right now. Like just
I don't
just a
even
little bit. Not
yeah, I
forget
don't
about it, but like center it,
know. And I don't even think we should go over any of that on this because I do want this to be a place
Yeah.
for us and other people. But I will say everybody needs that tap out place right now. So that's the only thing I'll say about this is please find yourself like a safe
Yeah.
therapy, hanging out with a friend, watching TV without your phone in your hand, whatever it is, do it and do it
Yeah.
regularly. Make a point to make time
Yeah.
to disengage from everything.
But no, and honestly, it was my therapist's biggest thing this week. She's like, every single client I have right now is having this overwhelming, like she's like, and the only kind of advice you can give is like, you need to schedule some tap out time. She's like, I'm not saying, she's like, I know you're political, I know you're engaged. She's like, but I'm hearing like a lot of fatigue, and because you're trying to do so many like hard things that require so much of your brain, like you kind of can't afford so much fatigue right now, and
that's true.
that's because I get a lot of people that message me about politics. What do you think is going on in the world? And it's like, well, right now I'm trying to get my dick sucked because I'm trying to take my therapist's advice. So, nah, I mean, like, what can you do? I don't know. Mondays are like horny day. I don't know why it's like, because they're inconvenient. Like you trying to find dick on Monday night is like really like not easy. It's not Monday night dick finding is like it's a desert, man. It's a desert.
Dick desert.
Dick desert.
Damn.
But like for some reason, Mondays I'm activated. Like the weekend has already happened. And I probably had sex on the weekend, but like Monday comes and it's like there's like an insatiable, I think it's maybe rooted in like the balance of like knowing the week is starting and you're doing a whole bunch of shit that you don't necessarily want to do, but you have to do,
Also, I mean, if you use Sunday as a day of rest, there's a direct correlation between rest and boners. So
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
that's why when boys are sick and like in bed, they're like their horniest because their body's at rest.
See, I always thought it was something about the virus itself, like and just in there and like tickles.
It's literally sleeping is making you horny, like resting your bodies.
Makes so much more sense.
I got you, babe. I got you.
Like, I don't know why I'm so horny on Mondays.
Right? No, it's perfect. It's perfect. I do love you. I've missed you.
I missed you. Poodle.
Wow,
All right. Well, I think we're done. Yeah. Let's call it. I think this was a perfect way to go out. I'm gonna make some Michael Myers and ghost face porn this weekend. So be on the lookout for more horror movie porn. I need to release the clown one first, and but I'm making more masked men porno. So
Beautiful. I love it. Fuck yeah. All right, well, enjoy, and I expect outtakes. Outtakes. I always love the bloopers reel. So I watched The Nanny all the way through for the first time ever recently.
oh fuck yeah, I love the daddy.
I've probably always only made it up to like season 3 or something, and like did the whole deal. So it was not really easy to sleep to. Like you can't falling asleep to that like cackle Yeah, it's a little disturbing. Anyways, so there you have it.
All right. Thanks for listening to the Screw. Watch my clown porn. Bye.
Okay, let's see.